Hello, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here in a sports seat for you this evening with your Thursday sports. Now, it's never too early to talk high school football. The 2014 high school football schedule for Interior teams was released yesterday. The Interior football season kicks off on August 15th for Friday Night Lights at West Valley High School as the Wolfpack hosts the North Pole Patriots, a Rail Belt versus Southeastern non-conference matchup. And that Saturday, August 16th, the Lathrop Malamutes will host the Bartlett Bears. The defending Greatland Conference champion Monroe Rams will host Ketchikan as well that opening weekend. And there's a Wednesday night game this year. On August 20th, North Pole Patriots host the K-High Kings in a rematch of last year's first-round medium schools playoff game. The Allison Ravens' first home game is against Seward on August 30th, and the Ravens are also at Monroe on September 20th, a rematch of last year's classic game. The Mayor's Bowl will be in North Pole this year. That's Friday night, September 5th, the Malamutes versus the Patriots, and the Dog Bowl, Lathrop versus West Valley. That will be Friday night, October 3rd at West Valley. Lathrop ended their long losing streak to the Wolfpack last season. The playoffs start on October 10th. Small and medium schools championship games will be October 17th and 18th, which will also be the large school semifinal games. The large schools football championship is October 25th in Anchorage. The Alaska Gold Panthers start their 6-game road trip tonight. After tonight's series finale against the Bucks, the Anchorage Bucks, the Panthers will have a doubleheader on the 4th against the Chugiak Chinooks. They'll also have a doubleheader on the 6th with the Matsu Miners before returning to Groudon on the 8th to take on the Kenai Peninsula Oilers. The Chinooks are last in the ABL with only 5 wins this season, but they do have a bright spot in Stephen Polix. His 4 homers are tied for second in the ABL. The Miners, however, are 14-8 overall and just a game back out of first place in the National League of the ABL. Matsu's Cameron Newell is second in the league, batting .419 and has 4 home runs. Kyle Serrano is second to Alaska's Joel Belk in Ks with 30, while John Fender-Deli matches Belk in wins with 3 for the Miners. The Panthers, though, are 8-2 in their last 10 games, which is tops in the ABL. 4th of July is tomorrow, and there will be cookouts galore, but before you have that hot dog or slice of pie, go out for some fun. There will be a number of sports events going on that you can participate in before firing up the grill out in the North Pole area. The first run of the day is the 4th of July 5K Elf Run. That's going to be at Santa Claus House. It starts at 9:30 with the registration at 9 a.m. It's just $20 and proceeds go towards helping the North Pole football team purchase equipment like helmets, pads, etc. Then at 10 a.m. at the northeast corner of Pioneer Park is the 29th Independence Day Run. Registration is at 9 and the race starts at 10. That race is $25 and that's a fundraiser for the West Valley High School cross country team. And if you're into volleyball, the Independence Day Run Reverse Co-Ed Sand Volleyball Tournament will be going down at Groudon Memorial Park. Sign-ups start at 10 a.m. and games are at 11. There will be pool play and double elimination tournament action. $20 for adults, $15 for military and college students, and $10 for high school players. They'll be out there on the sand pits all day. The Jingle Bell Run Walk 5K in North Pole is also at Santa Claus House, and that's this Saturday. Registration is at 8 a.m. The race starts at 10 o'clock. It's $30 to race and $35 at the sign-up right before the start. Proceeds from that race go to the Arthritis Foundation. Bib and T-shirt pickup for the Jingle Bell Run is tonight at Hotel North Pole from 5 to 8 and tomorrow morning from 9 to 11. And it's not 4th of July weekend in the interior without some racing. North Pole Speedway and Stanley Nissan partnered to have their Salute to America for Military Appreciation Night tonight on the quarter-mile oval track at 9 Mile Badger Road. All military with ID are free. There will be food and giveaways. And as far as the action on the track, it will be a double main event tonight. Al Tradle is a slight leader, 29 points in the Legends class over Austin Cody, right on his heels, and Destiny Todd, she leads the Bandos class with a 71-point lead. Now tomorrow, the Greater Fairbanks Racing Association will have their Military Appreciation Night at 7 o'clock at the Mitchell Raceway. All active and retired military members get in free. Valuable points are up for grabs in a couple of classes. Joe Heath has just a 3-point lead over Terry Ramsey in the Mini Bombers class. In the sprint class, Jay Coghill is trying to hold on to a 4-point lead while Steve Martin sits in second place. Scott Sluka will look to extend his 63-point lead in the modifieds class, and John Clarkson will try to maintain his 31-point edge in the sportsman's class. And the last note for interior golfers, the registration deadline for the Alaska State Amateur Golf Championship is tomorrow. This year's State Amateur is at the Settlers Bay Golf Course in Wasilla. The field size is 120 golfers. Now, last year, Fairbanks' own Adam Baxter won the title, while Terry McAngus won the Women's Championship. She's coming from Anchorage. Now, to register, you can go to the link on Webster11.com's sports page. That's a wrap for sports. Your Full Weather Forecast is next. And as always, we'll catch you next time.